Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. All honors to the apostles, the elders of great millstone that rule well. The salutations to the Akim on the highways and the hedges and the four corners, preaching his word with truth and sincerity and in faith. And shalom to all you sincere listeners. We're just meditating in the spirit. Watch a couple of apostles and elders videos. Getting edified. A couple of diligent Akim's videos. Getting edified. Just wanted to make another video pertaining to this RFID microchip, aka the mark of the beast, that is spoken about in the Holy Scriptures. So just gonna get straight to it, Lord, and get some precepts. Lord's willing, this will be edifying. A human microchip implant is typically an identifying integrated circuit device or RFID transponder encased in silicate glass and implemented in the body of a human being. So there you go. It's implemented into the body of a human being. You can't implement Christianity into the body of a human being unless the Lord puts His Spirit on that individual to, how would you put it? Have it in the inward parts pertaining to the book of Jeremiah, the 31st chapter. And it can't be an embargo. You got bug outs like IUIC, Adam Abbott, as of late, just to name a couple who clearly error not knowing the scriptures pertaining to the book of Matthew, the 22nd chapter. But let me read this real quick, because this is on the Wikipedia. Microchip implant human. For use in animals, see microchip implant animal. So yeah, that just proves that Esau looks at Jake like he's an animal, because the gutter rat Jews, the Amalekites, that's their biblical name. They're called Israelites Goyim. Goyim, I believe it means cattle. A surgeon implants British scientist Dr. Mark Gasson in his left hand with an RFID microchip. And as you can see, this is March 16, 2009. You see he has like a syringe in his hand, so it's something that's going to get implemented. A human microchip implant is typically an identifying integrated circuit device or RFID transponder encased in silicate glass, and implemented in the body of a human being. This type of subdermal implant usually contains a unique ID number that can be linked to information contained in an external database such as personal identification, law enforcement, medical history, medications, allergies, and contact information. Yeah, and this is all written in this precept. This precept real quick. Pertaining to this mark of the beast. It's already been written. This even though we're days away, we're in the last days of the year 2018, the year of prophecy, like stated by Apostle Tahar. These prophecies coming to speak and not lying. As you can see, that picture I showed you, it said that was done on March 16th of 2009. The apostles been on YouTube since July of 2007, I believe, and even before then, I've seen videos of the apostles and the elders preaching and prophesying about the mark of the beast being the RFID microchip. So we're just gonna get straight into it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast is talking about, in this particular time, it's talking about the Greco-Roman Empire, the Empire of Rome, and the Empire of Rome of ancient is Babylon the Great of today, which is America of modern, because this is the place where they have the power to give life unto the image of the beast. If you've been doing research on it, already 5 to 6 to 7,000 Swedens have been chipped, and Sweden is just a cover word for Edomites, because they're all Edomites, regardless of what they say or where they're from. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You know, and this coincides with the with a video I just watched from the Elder Yashawamba, GMS Sharamath, and he was watching the video from GMS Hawaii with Gabar Yahawada. You know, and the video that he had was going into this. So regardless of what anybody says, this is the mark of the beast. And if they say anything otherwise, they have to either be paid off, they have to actually be bugged out, and we have to pray for them, or the Lord's strictly not dealing with them, or they're a demon that's going to get destroyed one of these days. Because clearly it says that that Esau's going to cause everyone, Slakia, Esau's going to cause everyone to get that tip. I'm going to try to be quick with it. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 See? We're going to look up this word mark real quick in the Quran, in the blue letter. See what it says. Right there. It says Karagma, a stamp, an imprint and mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. So yeah, if you take this mark, the Lord is going to destroy you because you're clearly wanting to follow the Antichrist, which is the so-called white man. You know, you see how God has children, and they are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the devil has children too, the so-called white people, which are the Edomites, the biblical Edomites. You know, you're gonna look up this root word in the etymology of karagma. See what it says. And it says karax. Karax is a pale or stake, a palisade. Yeah, there you go, a pale or a stake. See? I'm gonna show you that real quick. A pale or a stake, because that's how the chip is going to be implemented, through the pale or stake. And this syringe right here is the pale or stake that's going to be used to implement that RFID microchip. Real quick, we're going to go back to this root word etymology from charasso, to sharpen to a point, or akin, to grapho, to write with reference to the form of the letters. You see, and it said that we're going to go back. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 So yeah, as you can see, the word karax, and then going into karasso, which goes into grapho, to write something in your flesh, and that is the mark of the beast, which is that barcode, if you will. Matter of fact, we looked that up real quick. You see, this is one of the co-inventors of the chip. Carl Sanders helped design the first implantable microchip. There you go. Dr. Carl Sanders, engineer of the original RFID chip, tells the truth, and it's all over the news. That's one guy, and here's the other guy. Here's another guy, because it was a team of guys and girls, and they're both Edomites. Most likely they were all Edomites. George Joseph Laurer. George Joseph Laurer developed the Universal Product Code, commonly known as the barcode, in 1973. As an engineer in IBM, he was asked to develop the pattern used for the Universal Product Code. You see? And there's a picture of him. As you can see, the barcode. See? And if you look at it, they got two lines on the end. That's like a 6. You got two lines in the middle right there. That's a 6, and then the two lines on the other end. That's the 6. That's the wisdom. The wisdom is that is universal barcode. You see? And if you get that, this is what's going to happen to you. This is only for you are children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord don't care about no other child. That's point blank period. Don't care about you so-called Asians, so-called Chinese, Japanese, so-called Africans, you are so-called Arabs, or even you fake gutter rat Jews, because you're already getting it. You know? This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. We're going to look up that word mark real quick, just to make sure that it coincides with Revelation 13:16. And as you can see, yup, G55480, Karagma, a stamp or imprinted mark. If anybody receives a stamp or imprinted mark in his forehead or in his right hand, you know, subdermal implant, that means it has to go through your skin, and an incision in your flesh. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. That word indignation real quick, because it don't sound like it's something pleasing. You know? Look up the word, oh, Salakia. Look up this word indignation. And it says anger, the natural disposition, temper, character, movement or agitation of the soul, impulse, desire, any violent emotion, but especially anger, wrath, indignation. Here you go. Anger exhibited in punishment, hence used for punishment itself. So that's what's going to happen. You take that mark, the Lord's going to be angry, and he's going to give you, we're going to read this again, verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of power, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his furious anger, and his anger used for punishment. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to get burned up by these ICBM missiles that's going to be shot over here, and you're going to be in the presence of the angels and the Lamb, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, a period of time, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Yeah. And real quick, we're gonna look up that word mark again in the 11th verse, and as you can see, it says it again, karagma, and stamp or imprinted mark. So you can't get around it. You can't buy or sell with Christianity. You can't buy or sell with an embargo. You know, so these bug outs like Adam Abbott, IUIC, HODC, GOCC, they're all going off. You know, if you anybody who doesn't promote that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, you're going off. You're going to get. You're bringing a different doctrine that is not pertaining to that of Great Millstone. And first and foremost, Great Millstone, starting with the apostles and elders on down, have the 100% truth. So, Lord's willing, you was edified. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to your elect.